cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. On play action, it's Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. Dances by him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Brought down on the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris. So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll find Hall. And he'll go down inside.
Entering accessibility screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
45 before going out of bounds. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. Past the 20. 5, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
The Jets at 7-1 now on the year, and they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And as much as we hate to play this game, you know I'm going to do it anyway. Extrapolate that over a full season. What is that?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, We're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far, and that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Stroud sets up the play action. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Mixon will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
2nd and 10. Hall ought to give up the middle. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And the Texans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. This defense for the Jets, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
Stroud out of the gun here. That is caught. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Stroud to throw it. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Stroud looking to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they can't bring him down. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll give to Hall. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. On play action, Rodgers rolling to his right. And this one is incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Hard throw, incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And look at this. It's a fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, sometimes the fake punts work out. They're fun, and you're so smart for doing it. And sometimes, Charles, what happens is an epic fail, and what we just saw was an epic fail.
And you're right about that because the key here is the element of surprise. You have to catch a defense completely unaware that this might happen, this might occur. Unfortunately, somehow they tipped it off, or they were just well coached and on their toes.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. He'll buy some time right. He's got Jordan complete right side. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Tyler Conklin, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Zerline connects on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. And his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here goes Stroud again. Catch is made by Herring. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Play action. Here's Stroud. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
This will be complete. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Where's the hot? South.
The throwing again is Stroud. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into pop.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now it's Rodgers. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Inside the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they...
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson as the first half is winding down. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Zerline good with a PAT. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Well, the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Quentin Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Play action. Stroud now. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. And this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Back to Mixon on second down. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down.
Stroud off the play fake. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. That's complete to Dell. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Stroud. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Hassan Reddick in there to drop him for a loss on the play. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Straight ahead is Hall. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Now Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Caught by Wilson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Rodgers going to throw. He'll get this to Lazard. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
26.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with a football. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball. Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Stroud looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle by Quincy Williams. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42. 23 yards on the play. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
To throw with Stroud. That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Here we go.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll give it to Mixon, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here comes a reverse. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all. To the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. They'll roll him out right. That one taken in by Corley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time. Operating from the gun, Travis. This completes to Corley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Travis. Flush to his right. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Operating from the gun, Travis. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the